The 39-year-old Amorim is Manchester United's youngest manager since Wilf McGuinness back in 1969. We talked about this before, Cass, I think, just before, in fact, in the international break when Amorim actually took over, didn't he? About, in some ways, when you're coming in as a new manager, often you're coming in because of an issue at a club, like Erik ten Hag had. But he comes in at a time where Manchester United were going all right under Ruud van Nistelrooy. Yeah. So in some ways, the atmosphere might be a lot more positive for him to have come into. But what do you think we need to see over the next course of the next few months to really see a change that Amorim has brought?
Well, the change will be is who he selects, what formation he plays, and does it work? And can he make it work very quickly? Because what you're going to find out as a Man United fan would want to see is, okay, show me your team, show me who you select, and then what happens from there. Because he clearly knows what he's doing, because what he did at Sporting was pretty sensational. Because Sporting are probably the third biggest club in Portugal. They're not as big as Benfica and Porto, but Sporting fans might tell you differently, but they are the third biggest. And he had a very successful team there. And you look at how he done in the Champions League as well. Certainly this season, the results they've had. So it's implementing everything that he's learned into a club that have had huge difficult period. That has been the issue, is why so many players at Manchester United not fitting in and not playing as well and underachieving. All them solutions he might find a little bit easier than from the outside. I think change can happen really quickly now. I've always said that. It doesn't have to be this incredibly long plan of stability. If a manager can get what he wants and he knows what he's doing, he can change things pretty fast.
What's to say, though, that it will work? Because when we look at how Erik ten Hag came in, he came in having won trophies at Ajax. Likewise, Ruben Amorim has won trophies in Portugal as a manager. But but why is there such a huge, and I'm only playing from a devil's advocate point of view, why is there such a positivity about him, whereas less so about Erik ten Hag? Even when he came in, I don't remember the stir being as excited for him as being the game changer that Amorim now seems to be.
You was at the game Brentford beat Manchester United 4-0.
I was, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That was alarming. And to him as well, you could say, okay, he's new to the job at the time.
Yeah, that was the second game.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. He's new to the job. Yeah. But you saw that type of performance a year after.
No, that's
you were
true.
seeing that that was quite a common theme. Yeah. They had some terrible defeats.
No, I get that, but I'm just asking about where we're at right now.
Right.
Why is there such a positivity about Amorim, whereas I don't feel when Ten Hag came in, so that's even before we've even seen Ten Hag manage Manchester United, I don't remember there being so much excitement about Ten Hag than there is about Amorim, and I'm just wondering why you think that is.
Because a lot of people who are the purists in the game know exactly how he plays and how the style is so adventurous and attack-minded that is a wind of change. That is going after the opposition. He will play with wearing the badge of Manchester United, attack, and attacking the teams to hurt them and to score goals. You only have to look at me and you've had this conversation numerous times. Look at the goals for column. It tells a story. Yeah. So does the goals against column. So do the points table. That's all data, the easiest data to just take on board. But his side will go after oppositions. They will be playing football that they try and win everywhere in the country. You know, one of the big things I used to say about Liverpool, Man United, Man City and all the very best teams who are very successful. You can throw Chelsea in there. You can throw Arsenal in there when they were at their best. They went everywhere in the country to try and win the game. For me, Ten Hag, they would go to teams not attempting to win. And that is a crime in the stature of the club, Manchester United. Because Fergie's teams, what was Fergie's success? Anywhere he went, he tried to win. He didn't always win, but he tried to win. And I think the DNA of Ten Hag, of that football club, was really of survival and not going to the backyards of the very best teams and trying to beat them. And they paid a huge price for that. That, for me, is not what a Manchester United manager should be. It's winning everywhere, even on the road.
Just to highlight the issue of goal scoring, and you're absolutely right to mention that, I think it's only 3 other teams that have scored fewer in this league, and that's
you can do that last season as well. Now you don't even have to say just this year. You can say the same as last season.
Yeah, no, of course. But 12 goals from 11 games.
No, it's
quite pitiful.
It's pitiful. It's not.
Yeah.
I go back and we go back and we laugh about the past. But when you look at Man United and they were averaging close to 3 goals a game, and that's what City have done for a number of years. That's what Liverpool at their best could do, and other clubs. So to me, it's all about your style, and don't fear anybody. I used to have. I fell out with a few at Marseille because on their badge it's got droit au but, which means right to goal. Their style, Marseille, when they were successful in that, was to attack and go to the goal all the time. That was the badge. And I used to say, but I don't play like that anymore. They used to sit back, Marseille, years after I'd left. And I used to think, well, you're not even, replicating what your badge is telling you to do. So, and I look at Manchester United. Maybe I have a biased view on them. I don't think they're a club that should sit off opposition. I think anywhere in the world they play, they should be playing, which is a way of that football club.
A win by 2 clear goals, they'll move up to 9th in the table. What would you expect the minimum now from Manchester United and where they'll end up at the end of the season?
Whether they can achieve it, because it's easily in their is certainly capable.
Well, it's so tight.
They can make Champions League. Now, people will go, that is an incredible change. But that happens in football sometimes. I remember when Roy Keane took over at Sunderland, they were literally off the bottom in relegation. Got them promoted really fast time. Now, okay, this happens every now and again. A team can get a resurgence very, very quickly. And I think this manager is capable of changing the fortunes of Manchester United very, very quickly.
Do you expect them to win today?
I think you'll see an unbelievable amount of energy from Manchester United today. And they're up against a decent Ipswich team. And if you said to me, do I favour to win, I'd say Manchester United today.
I mean, obviously, Ipswich did come into this off the back of their first victory, which was against Spurs before the international break.
Amazing that. Isn't that football in a nutshell, how crazy football is? The week before, they lost at home to Ipswich. Then they go and win 4-0 at City.
Oh, I know. Well, that's partly the inconsistency of Tottenham anyway.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you're absolutely right. They are the only side, Ipswich, without a Premier League home victory this season, which, again, helps to maybe point towards an away victory, plus with the new manager bounce and all of that. And there is that air of positivity around Manchester United right now. Might not be an easy afternoon for Ipswich.
No, Ipswich
although they'll do their best to make it difficult.
Anyone listens week in, week out, they know what I think about Ipswich. I think they've really gelled a good group together. I just think it's fell badly for them. They get Man United, and I don't think it will be. If I thought it was Ten Hag's Man United, I'd say Ipswich will beat them. But it's not Ten Hag's Manchester United now. Even though he hasn't had a game, I still think you'll see differences in the lineup and the way they play and how they attempt to play at Ipswich today.
Yeah, quite.